Once upon a time, when the world was young, there lived a girl named Luna in a small village at the edge of a grand forest. Luna was about 8 years old, with bright, curious eyes and hair the color of polished chestnuts. She had a gentle heart, always ready to help a neighbor or feed a stray bird. Despite her kindness, Luna felt something was missing. She dreamed of adventure and magic, wondering if the quiet life in her village could ever hold the wonders she imagined from bedtime stories. Every day, after helping her parents, Luna would wander to a secret clearing in the forest. One sunny afternoon, as Luna sat on her favorite stump, a rustling in the ferns caught her attention. Out hopped a small creature unlike any she'd seen before. It looked like a fox, but with downy ears and big round eyes the color of blueberries. Its fur shimmered softly, hinting at magic. The creature sniffed the air shyly, glancing at Luna with timid curiosity. Luna's heart fluttered. She spoke gently. "Hello there. I'm Luna. I've never seen anyone like you before. What's your name?" The creature tilted its head and let out a soft, musical chirp, conveying its name, Ollie. Luna smiled, delighted that she somehow understood him. Ollie was shy at first, but Luna's warmth broke the ice. Soon they were sniffing flowers together and tracing patterns in the leaf litter. Luna offered a handful of berries, and Ollie nibbled them with grateful squeaks. In the following days, Luna returned often to the secret clearing, excited to see Ollie. Each visit, they played small games, hide and seek among the roots, dancing through dappled light. Ollie showed her hidden spots, a hollow tree trunk lined with soft moss, a stump with a tiny door. As their friendship grew, Luna sensed Ollie carried a quiet sadness. The creature would sigh sometimes, ears drooping. When Luna finally asked what troubled him, Ollie hesitated, then slowly revealed his secret. He came from a distant magical grove that once teemed with music, light, and laughter. In that grove, a special crystal called the Heartstone glowed at the center of a grand clearing. The Heartstone nurtured the land's magic, keeping plants lush, streams pure, and creatures joyful. But not long ago, a mischievous spirit named Calder stole the Heartstone. Without it, the grove's magic faded, flowers wilted, and the creatures lost their sparkle. Ollie fled, hoping to find help. His journey led him to this forest and to Luna. Now, Ollie hoped Luna would aid him in retrieving the Heartstone and restoring his homeland. Luna's eyes filled with compassion. She had yearned for adventure. Here it was, calling her. Though she felt nervous, she knew in her heart she had to help Ollie. She agreed without hesitation. Ollie's eyes brightened with relief and gratitude. The unlikely pair, human girl and magical forest creature, pledged to embark on a quest to reclaim the Heartstone. To begin, Ollie explained what he knew. Calder was clever and had hidden the Heartstone far away in a place no creature dared enter. They'd need clues and guidance. Luna suggested they first speak to the oldest being in the forest, an ancient stag known as Rowan, said to be as old as the tallest oaks. Rowan would know the lay of the land and the possible hiding spots. Ollie nodded eagerly, and so they set off, with Luna packing some bread and cheese. They journeyed deeper into the forest than Luna had ever dared, where ferns towered overhead and moss carpeted every surface. Birdsong faded as they entered ancient groves. Eventually they found Rowan, a massive stag with antlers branching like coral, moss dangling from them like old scarves. Rowan listened patiently to their story. His deep, whispery voice resonated in their minds as he spoke without moving his lips. He told them that Calder, the mischievous spirit, likely fled to the Valley of Echoes, a place of shifting shadows and illusions. To navigate that valley, they would need a guide, a creature who understood riddles and illusions. Rowan advised them to find the Nightingale sisters, a trio of birds known for their songs of truth. Their nest lay high in the silver birches near a waterfall east of here. With thanks in their hearts, Luna and Ollie continued east. Each step took them into landscapes wilder than before. Shimmering ferns, strange mushrooms, glowing faintly in shady corners, and stones etched with runes that neither recognized. Despite the unfamiliar sights, they pressed on. To keep spirits high, Luna invented small tunes, humming softly. Ollie listened, soothed by her gentle voice. After hours of walking, they heard distant rushing water. Following the sound, they reached a waterfall that cascaded down sparkling rocks into a clear pool. Above the falls, in a tall silver birch, 3 nightingales perched. Their feathers were glossy black, their eyes keen. These must be the Nightingale sisters. Luna called out a greeting, explaining their quest. The sisters listened silently. Then, the eldest sang a single note that trembled in the air like a question. Ollie answered with a chirp, his heart honest. The sisters, satisfied that these travelers were true of heart, fluttered down to a lower branch to speak. They informed Luna and Ollie that the Valley of Echoes lay beyond a ridge where mist curled constantly. Inside that valley, whispers confound travelers and illusions test their resolve. To find Calder and the Heartstone, they must trust their bond and keep their goal clear. The sisters offered them a token, a small silver bell that, when rung softly, would produce a true note of kindness, dispelling illusions. Armed with this bell, Luna thanked the sisters, and Ollie bowed shyly. The pair followed directions given by the birds. They trudged through twilight, guided by starlight and the faint glow of the silver bell in Luna's hand. Finally, they arrived at the ridge overlooking the Valley of Echoes. A creeping mist filled the valley floor, swirling lazily. Strange murmurs drifted from below, ghostly and hollow. Luna felt a shiver run down her spine. Ollie pressed closer to her, eyes wide but determined. They descended into the valley. The moment they entered, voices surrounded them, whispers calling their names, laughter that sounded like Clara's, and even a snippet of Ollie's own chirping. Confused, they looked around, nothing but mist and shadow. When Luna stepped on a stone, it changed shape into a grinning face that teased them. "Turn back, you cannot succeed." Ollie trembled, but Luna remembered the silver bell. She gave it a gentle ring. A clear, true note sounded, and the illusions wavered. The mocking face vanished, replaced by an ordinary stone. Encouraged, they moved forward, using the bell whenever voices confused them. Deeper in the valley, the illusions grew stronger. A phantom image of the old cottage appeared, with the old couple waving sadly. Luna nearly ran to them, but Ollie reminded her it might be a trick. She rang the bell again. The cottage faded away. Next, they saw a giant silhouette of a monstrous creature blocking the path. With the bell's chime, it melted into mist. At last, after much careful progress, they reached a clearing where the mist thinned. There stood Calder, a lanky figure with mischievous, shimmering eyes, floating just above the ground. In his spindly hands, he held the Heartstone. The Heartstone was an iridescent crystal glowing faintly. But the glow was dim, as if starved of kindness. Calder snickered. "So you found me. Clever for a human girl and a forest critter. But do you really think you can take my prize?" He held the Heartstone high. Illusions shimmered at the edges of the clearing, threatening to overwhelm them. Luna's heart hammered. This was the final test. She must show Calder they would not be fooled. Without hesitation, she stepped forward, holding up the silver bell. Instead of ringing it, she spoke kindly. "Calder, we know you're mischievous and maybe lonely. The Heartstone isn't just a shiny toy. It nurtures a whole magical grove. Without it, creatures suffer, flowers fade. Don't you think sharing that magic would bring more joy than hoarding it?" Ollie chirped softly in agreement, eyes hopeful. Calder paused, surprised by this gentle approach. Usually, adventurers tried to fight or trick him. He sneered. "I took it because I could. I thought having such power would amuse me, but what amusement has it brought?